Was good. No intro today, but tonight I wanted to get right down to it. I kind of, hit it back a little bit, have a little small delay. You know what I'm saying? But this is the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford rewind, rewind, y'all. No doubt about it. You think I wasn't coming back on here for this? You must have lost your mind. Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna take a look at this T-Mobile massacre. Look at Derrick James over there doing knee raises and shit. Man, that dude is a clown, man. Derrick James over there doing knee raises. Like he about to fight. This dude want the attention so bad, man. Errol Spence 5'9", Crawford 5'8". 74-inch for Crawford. 72-inch, you know, for Errol. WBO world champion and Bud Crawford going against a unified WBC, WBA, and IBF world champion, Errol Spence Jr. It was what it was, man. You know what I'm saying? We get to look at it again. I want to look at it again. I want to go live and talk about it because all the love that Crawford is getting out here. Why wouldn't I allow my voice to be heard? Yeah, I want to come on here and look at this massacre again. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? It's only right. I want to see the intro. I want to see all that. I want to see all that. You know what I'm saying? The future bout of the evening. Want to see all that. Once again, this is Terrence Bud Crawford, Errol Spence Jr. Rewind, a.k.a. deemed the T-Mobile Massacre by WCS. This was the T-Mobile Massacre. This was played out in front of millions. I'm watching Terrence Crawford pace back and forth. Errol Spence, one thing about it, he has a lot of grease on his face. I mean, goddamn, it's almost like somebody was doing costume work. They put grease all on his face. They wanted every punch early on to slide off. I don't know who did his face, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the good thing about me going live on this rewind is the fact that I've seen it already. So I'm happy. I'm more happy than I was the first time I watched this live. I get to watch it now knowing that Bud Crawford is the goddamn unified, undisputed, reigning, defending welterweight world champion, baby. Yeah, I get to rub it in your motherfucking eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Harvey Doc. You did a superb job there, Harvey Doc. You know what I'm saying? They say the fight should have been stopped a little bit earlier. But, man, we ain't talking about what shoulda, coulda. All we want to talk about is what did happen. You feel me? What did happen? They introducing current reigning defending, undisputed. See, I have to keep that relevant in my language because this is indeed a rewind, but I need to make it that much more prevalent. I just need to rub it in, massage it, and let them know 39-0 is no more. It's now 40, baby. It's now 40-0. Best believe. Don't be deceived. Come on. You thought he was going to lose? Please. Please. Come on, man. You had him pick, but he got licked. He got licked with the right. Smack, 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 smack. Yes, sir. Won the coin toss. Won everything. Won everything. Shout out to Carlos Rosado first in the building. I see you. You know, he up there rubbing his feet out. That's the only time Derek up there smiling and doing whatever, big goofball. Why is he moving back and forth? Because you about to be exposed? Why are you moving back and forth like that? You're going to get this work. Aerosexual, you're going to get this work tonight. Because I know you're going to see me live and you just can't stand to hit that volume button. You want to hear what I got to say. I know. We about to replay this ass whooping again. Again. A-G-N. Errol Spence, got a little smirk on his face. He seemed confident. Don't seem high to me. Don't seem high to me. You know what I'm saying? Saying good. Packed house. God dang, it's packed up in that motherfucker. Fighters to the center. You know what I'm saying? Fighters to the center. This will really be my first time, like, really, looking at the fight and knowing there's aerosexuals out there that's casualties of this war. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Shout out to my boy Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. First round about to take place. Bud Crawford already locked in, zoned in. Shout out to everyone in the chat. You can do me a favor and hit the like button. What's good? I see Dragon on deck. Stickin' Boys, Andrew Charles on deck. We about to watch this T-Mobile massacre. Round one. As you already know, oh man, first jab landed by Bud. Stiff. Return by Spence. Wide stand by Spence. Wide stands, both fighters, establishing the jab. If you look at Bud's stance already, his is not as wide as Spence. Spence is trying to brace for whatever Bud has coming. Bud, he's not as heavy on the back leg as Spence. Another jab by Spence. He's looking good right now. You know what I'm saying? Spence looking like he's ready. Nobody can say this man, something's wrong with this man. His jab is looking sharp. You know what I'm saying? I don't know with this pressure he was going to step. He ain't stepped yet. Nice counter. That was the first counter of Crawford. Crawford figured him out already. It's only 205 already. When Crawford punched, when Spence punched, it knocked him back. That was just about it. You know what I'm saying? In 205, he figured out his timing and everything. And he popped him with that jab, and his lead foot came up, Errol Spence. So Crawford was like, now he's doubling up on the jab already. A minute 30, 39, Spence tripling up on the jab, working his way to close distance, and that will be his demise. Fighters back to the center of the square. Foot feints by Spence. People say he wasn't giving feints, but he was giving some feints right now. First left to the body by Spence. I mean, Spence is looking solid right now. I don't know what people talking about going around talking about he was on drugs and all that. I mean, he looks sharp to me. He's on the back foot already, though, with 50 seconds remaining in the first. He tripling up the jab once again up top. Really, none of that even landed on Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is collecting data. Once again, Spence cutting off the ring nicely. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to bag Crawford into the corner. Crawford with the 1-2 out the corner. I mean, sharp. Spence looked decent in the first round, bro. What are people talking about? He pressed on the gas a little bit, and Crawford landed that 1-2. You know what I'm saying? Just to let him know, hey, that ain't going to go down like that. 10 seconds remaining in the first. They shot out the Dragon, man. I didn't even see that, man. I wasn't even paying attention to what he had on his shoes. But you might be exactly right. Let me turn this up. I want to hear what Derek got to say. Oh, they're giving the keys to victory. God damn it. This is where, they used to have in football the turning point. This was the turning point of Errol Spence's entire career. This fight. This was the turning point of everything that's been said on the YTC that they didn't want to give respect to. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at Crawford's gloves right now, and they look just fine. They're loaded with his left hand and his right hand. Yeah, they loaded. And we're about to find out. So we weren't able to hear any corner instructions at this round. Fighters to the center of the square. Nice left hand by Spence. He landed that left hand now. He looking sharp. I'm telling you, Spence was on the jab. Crawford stepped back to the ropes. Had Spence left hand tied up. Spence is using his right to punch. Doubling up on the jab again is Spence. You see Crawford is giving head feints, right? He's trying to get a reaction. He's giving head feints. Jab to the body. Errol with that double jab to get in close, and Crawford made him pay. Errol's looking sharp than I thought he would, man. In the second, Crawford parried that jab. Spence with the left hand. Crawford up against the ropes. Spence is getting off, landing some combinations. Solid exchange from Spence. He ain't on no drugs, man. He looks sharp, what people thought. A minute 15 into the second remaining. Crawford with that long jab, man. That long jab. Nice defense by Crawford. Nice counter right hook. Spence came in with the 1-2 to the body. Now Crawford's getting his base. You know what I'm saying? Nice stiff jab to the body. And then that right hand sat his ass down. That right hand sat his ass down. People on their feet. Crawford's looking out into the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear the corner instructions. Nice 1-2. He actually knocked him down with a 2-1, man. He actually knocked him down with a 2-1. And look at the eyes of those people that spent all that money on them seats. Hit him with a left, right. Yeah. Solid, stiff. Everybody's on their feet, man. They're like, God damn, no way. And I have a little bit of delay because I'm rewinding shit. I got a little bit of delay, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Crawford with a hard 1-2. Spence with a jab. Spence was looking sharper than I gave him credit for. He was just doing the same thing over again. He had Crawford up against the ropes. Crawford was setting him up. Spence was aggressive, man. He was doing what Spence does. He was aggressive, for real. Spence was aggressive. That just shows how good Crawford was, man. Look how easy he spent him. I didn't even notice the first time that Crawford had nets on his shorts. He not only have nets on his shoes, he has nets on his shorts. How savage is that? I wasn't even paying attention to that shit. Spence missed with that lead right hook. Crawford with the long jab, man. Crawford actually leaning over on his shots a little bit. He's not overcommitted. It's like he's on the balls of his feet throwing those that 1-2 or 2-1. You're talking about this man was exhausted and weight drained. Man, we're in the third round and Spence looking fresh as hell, man. It's just he in there with Terrence Bud Crawford, nigga. Talking about he looked weight drained. Get out of here. He looked just like he did with Ugas fight, man. Pressing the pace. He took like a slight half step back to throw that right. He tried to land that right uppercut. Look at that punctual jab by Crawford. Ugh. Crawford's strong as shit when he's sitting down on his punch. Whoo, god damn. Them boys trading center square. Spence tried to jab to the body. Look at the rhythm Crawford's in, man. Man, he's calm as hell. Calm as a window fan, bro. He was calm as a window fan in there. I want to hear Diddy and see what instructions. I'm trying to get these instructions. He said he's going to get careless. He started to get tired at the end of the round. Derrick James was up there saying, don't stand in front of him, step around him. He said, step around him. Don't stand in front of him. We're in the fourth round. Y'all might be at a different spot in the fight because I do have mine a little bit delayed so I can see certain things. Nice jab by Spence, but nothing. Crawford returns it in a hurry. Crawford's much more aggressive in the fourth round, much more aggressive. I mean, Spence was fighting, man. His face is already red as shit, though. Real talk. I think Roy Jones was on to something. Okay, Spence just threw a jab up top and a hook to the body, then switched it up through a left up top and a left hook to the body. That don't look like no weight drain person to me. Crawford is making him pay. He see everything. Nice 1-2 by Spence on the inside. But it's bouncing off Crawford's gloves, though. Ooh, Crawford sat down on that left hand. That hook to the body by Crawford, that left hook. He just missed him with the left hook up top. Double jab, left hook up top. Sharp. God damn, sharp, man. This is greatness, man. This is greatness, man. Good Lord, Spencer's already looking like a strawberry season. Fresh strawberries, too. You know what I'm saying? Those juicy red strawberries. That's a nice one, too. Spencer's really trying to fight. He's just outclassed, bro. Outclassed. Crawford is a rhythm fighter. Lead back, rhythm, 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 rhythm. Okay, Errol ducked that shot. He's defensively minded a little bit. He ducked underneath that shot. I don't know what they talking about. Weight drained and drugged and all that shit. Y'all need to look at this fight again. Look at that time, that jab that Crawford caught him with coming on the inside. Man, Crawford's cool as a fan up in there, mount. Man, nice 1-2 to the body by Crawford. A right hook, left hook. He's just a more accurate puncher right now, more stronger fighter. You can tell. His cardio look better. Look how he stepped in with that jab to the forehead, then hit him with the left hook. Damn, that hurt Spence. Then with the same left, he went to the uppercut. Spence tried to come at the bottom, just above the belt line, and hit him with a right, and then come up the right uppercut. No. Nice overhand left by Crawford. Beautiful. Tried to hit him with that left uppercut. Derek still telling Spence he's just standing right in front of him. I see Big Boy. I don't know who Big Boy was going for. I see people standing up. You see the people that's standing up? They got money on the fight. See, this is where Harvey Doc called in the doctor. Take a look at him. I don't know why he came all in the ring like that. I don't know. I don't know why the doctor came in the ring like that. Like he couldn't look at him, from outside the ring. Why? Well, that was weird. We're in the 5th round already. This fight is going by just like the aerosexual's confidence. This fight is flying by. Look how Crawford's just loading up, doubling up on the hook, the right hook, and then came with the left hook, then popped the jab out there. You can see the strength differences easily right now. And if So designed this outfit that Crawford has, outstanding job on the design. Real talk. Outstanding. I like the net on the shorts and the shoes. Spence doubled up on that left hook and then went with the right. He was fighting. He's still getting beat up, but he was fighting. This was the same Spence that fought Ugas, man. Same Spence that fought Ugas. When he chose to get aggressive on Crawford, Crawford met him with more aggression. Not reckless aggression. See how he's popping Spence? He got his timing down bad. Spence still trying to come on the inside, and Crawford's like, kick, just pushing him back with those hooks, man. When Spence lowered his head, Crawford go for the hooks. Oh, he tried that overhand left. Spence tried the overhand left. It has some relish and mustard on it too. This is the 5th round, a minute 10 remaining. That's what I'm saying, Juice. They up here talking about this man. Oh, look at that sneaky left uppercut Crawford landed when Spencer's coming on the inside. I'm looking at the shit. I didn't even see it. Look at that left hook on the inside by Crawford. God damn. Damn, that's some slick. Man, that shit was slick. Okay. Spence is Look, Spence is throwing hooks on the inside. He's digging to the body. He's fighting, man. Man, they cannot look at this shit and he caught Crawford with a left hook right there. I mean, a left cross. He was fighting. He was fighting. I don't know what they're talking about. This is damn near midway to the fight, and Spence is goddamn throwing punches, bro. Looking at the fight just patiently, Spence was fighting Crawford equal to better than he was doing Ugas. He was still putting forth the effort. Real talk. Like, he was putting forth the effort to try to go in there and do something. I don't know what they're talking about. He landed a left hook right behind the ear, the right ear of Crawford. That's the best shot. And then he came with the right hook down low. He tried to dig to the body. What Derrick James talking about? Don't give him the space. Make him feel you. Esau is giving Bud instructions. Esau is giving him instructions. That's called the TEAM. You know what I'm saying? That's called the TEAM. Start the 6th round. This would be the Crawford pushing him up against the ropes, landing some nice solid shots. Left hand up top. Oh, nice sneaky left hand by Crawford. Spence thought about coming in. Spence digs to the body with a left and right hook. Look at that. Look at that Joe Frazier defense Crawford doing. Who taught him that? Oh my God. Sneaky left hook on the inside. And that was going back. That was off the back foot. He's just too slick for Errol, man. Errol lands a body shot and he stays there. He stays right there. He touch him to the body. He don't move, man. Crawford's just too slick, man. Too high of a boxing IQ. Okay, 1-2. Spence tried to land a 1-2. Sharp. Oh, that right hand. That right hand by Crawford. Accurate, on the money. Double jab by Spence. 2 up top. Harvey Doc warned Spence of the low blow. Yeah, Spence was trying to get on the inside, and Crawford wasn't having any of that shit. He wasn't having none of that inside. Talking about you gonna come in here and do what you want. He made Spence pay for that shit with those punches over the top. Look at Spence. Once Spence started landing to the body, he stays there and then he go up top. He had a good combination right here in the 6th. Like four or 5 punches landed for Spence. He was fighting on the inside. Crawford's just too strong for him, bro. Crawford's just too strong. There's a lot of shit that I didn't see when I was watching, because I was like probably jumping up and down, knowing that this is the goddamn one-sided fight. Plus, I was eating on some fish and shrimp. You know what I'm saying? I missed some of these areas of the fight. Damn. Crawford with a right, a left, right. Nice defense by Crawford to avoid that lead left. That lead right by Errol, man. Nice defense. Errol did pretty decent. He hit Crawford to the body once, and the next time he came with that hook to the body, Crawford had his defense, his elbow there, and then he tried to go back with that same right hook, and Crawford slipped that uppercut right up the middle. See, Spence just stay there too much. He feels the body, and then he stays there digging to the body, man. This is the 7th round when, the fight gets even darker. At this point, they had Crawford up 59-54, and he really started to turn it on. Man, Spence was still fighting, man. He was fighting Spence. There's no excuses, bro. Spence was fighting. He was trying his damnedest to fight Crawford. Crawford wouldn't allow him to get comfortable, man. He was fighting. He was stepping in with the right hook. Crawford land the right hand, knock him down. Spence is wobbly, bloody. Need to fire his coach, man. This dude is outclassed, outworked, outperformed. Bud comes in there, throws that right hook. When Bud throw those hooks, man, he throw it with some venom to it, bro. Like he a cobra, man. You can tell he's significantly stronger than Errol Spence. Real talk. Like whoever doing his strength and conditioning. Look how Errol tried to push Bud back on the rear foot, and Bud, was like holding his ground. Like, no, it's not that easy, partner. Comes back in with the lead left. $50 seconds remaining. Spence with that, set it up with a jab. Going to the body once again. Once he get in, look, his head is, he places his head in Crawford's chest and he digs to the body and then want to come up top. Crawford already figured that shit out. You can't keep doing the same thing with a fighter like this. His boxing IQ that high. Man, he stuffed him with that damn jab. Jeez. Man, Crawford is sticking him, stabbing him to the body. Errol loved putting his head down. Oh, man. Doubling up on the right hook. Spence goes down again, doubling up on the right hook, man. I got to give Spence's credit. He was fighting. Spence was fighting. He was getting beat up. He was fighting, though. He was fighting. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a lot better from Spence this time. So all that dehydration shit, it ain't no way in hell, man. Spence was fighting just like he was fighting Ugas, even better. It's just Crawford was that much better. That level's above, for real. Oh, he did stick his tongue out. Goddamn, Crawford stuck his tongue out like he was about to dunk on Spence, man. No wonder he got hit with that damn right. Crawford had his tongue out. Look at that shit. Bam! Stuck him with the right uppercut. And look, Errol even landed the overhand left on that exchange. He even landed the overhand left. But Crawford had his tongue out. Like, dude, come on in here. He had his right hand already cocked, dog. Crawford already had his right hand already cocked with his tongue out. And Spence obliged him, and he stuck him with the right uppercut. Damn. That's like Jordan about to dunk. $69-61 unofficial scorecard. 10-7 round in the 7th. We all know why that is. 2 knockdowns. Absolutely a masterclass performance. Crawford's too freaking strong, too fast, too smart. The people that were standing up early in the fight, they have since sat down. And I think those are the ones who know that I'm about to get paid. The ones that's hoping, they still standing. I got money on this fight. Come on, Spence. Come on, pull it off, man. Pull it off, man. Damn. And this is the round that Crawford actually took off, the 8th round. He just basically went on cruise control in this round. He just went on cruise control, man. Spence don't know what to do, man. You know, Crawford's now changing up his whole rhythm. You know, he's dancing a little bit, doing a little merengue. Man, he digged that right hook to Spence's body. Spence felt that shit. You know, it's a lot of stuff that Spence can change for a rematch. You know, don't dip his head all the time when he come on the inside against somebody like Crawford, because Crawford gonna decapitate you every time, bro. You just got some bad habits. In order for you to get on the inside, Errol likes to dip and bend at the waist. "50 seconds, man." Like Crawford's taking his time in this. 50 seconds left. He did land some nice hooks. Just easy like work. Another counter right hook. And Spence tried to catch him with the left. Crawford comes back. And Crawford's just accurate, boy. Punctual, like a very punctual. I see Keith Thurman over there looking. Killed him with that jab all night. Shit is crazy. I like how Bud thumped him on the top of his head while he was going down from the uppercut. Man, it was super accurate, man. Super accurate. Man, that jab was accurate. Errol became the Texas bobblehead, boy. He showed heart, though, because he was fucked up. Errol showed heart, I ain't gonna lie. Spence showed heart. He showed he ain't no chump. You know what I'm saying? He was beat up, battered, looking like a goddamn strawberry, a cherry blossom, goddamn it. They need more than one person over there to give instructions. Crawford looked fresh. This is the 9th round where we will see total annihilation and cancellation and decimation and desecration. You know what I'm saying? And revelation and adulation. Crawford with the overhand left. Crawford's not even breathing hard, man. Not even breathing hard. One, two by Spence block. He's trying. I know Mel Charlo's girl was rooting for Crawford. She just didn't want to goddamn act like it over there. She looked like she was rooting for Crawford, though. Good defense by Crawford. Crawford just threw him off, man, and then popped him with the jab. Anybody who's facing Crawford, whether it be Mel Charlo or Spence coming in there, Spence had felt the strength. And Spence tried to still fight to the end, man. He don't have nothing for him. There you go again, leaning in. So predictable. Spencer come in, place his head on the chest, throw the double hook, the right hook, and then try to come over the top as if Bud can't see the overhand left. He does the same thing all the time. He'll distract you with the right to the body and then come over the top with the left, whether it be an overhand left or a left hook. Crawford got all that, collected all that data. He's turning it up on Spence. This was the time he started to really let go and fight, man. That was dominating. That was pure domination. He said, get my mom in the ring so we can dance. Get moms up here with her dancing shoes on now. Y'all know the routine. Bring the fam in the ring. Get the fam in the ring. Look at the look on Derrick James' face. He's a weirdo. I swear to God, dog. Fire him now, dog. Spence, man, you can fight, man. You ain't no punk for real. You got your ass beat. You ain't no punk, bro. I give Spence that. He fought. There you go, mom coming there. Letitia in there. Look at Crawford's dad up there, like, yeah. Pops over there, like, yeah, I told you. I told you, man. I'm just taking in a lot of shit that I ain't see before. You know what I'm saying? Like Crawford, when he really starts to fight, like Errol couldn't pull the fight out of him. Crawford just turned up and got him up out of there. I don't consider him to be in a fight. Crawford, and he wasn't in a fight, man. His son right there to my dad. Yeah, you beat his ass, Dad. You the man, Dad. That's a proud dad moment and a proud son moment too. Who can say they pops or they mom was fighting on a high level like that, going down in history, say, yeah, that was me in the ring. That was me in the ring right there. Damn, look at those right hooks by Crawford. Oh, damn, smashing him on the ear. He was done. He was done, man. Too much. He loaded up on that right hand and Crawford touched him on the forehead. Bam! Touched him with the jab. Over the top with the left. Step back. Gave himself space. All the little fine details. Look at that space, man. Look at that space. Boom! He's really sitting down on everything right now. He can't miss, man. This is Crawford fighting. This is what he used to do in the streets. When he closed it out is when he actually turned it up and fought. You know what I'm saying? Like he was fighting. Look how he created space with that left hook on the back foot. Damn. I mean, the right hook, man, on the back foot. God, Jesus Christ. He was doing so much in there. And each time he created space, man. He didn't smother into his work. None of that shit. None of it. He didn't smother any of his work, man. And Spence over there, he's debating the stoppage. You know what I'm saying? No, bro. That was a good stoppage, Harvey. That was a good stoppage, big dog. Mauricio Suleiman. Crawford with all the belts. The announcement was made of Undisputed. No turning back. It's over. It's in the record books. Now Jim Gray, the Hall of Famer. Jim Gray even looked happy. Gave honor to God. I don't see anybody disputing about them that Crawford accusing them of trying to blackball them, blackballing them and keeping them out. I haven't heard anybody do a live stream on that, Aerosexuals. I mean, instead of you creating that, you know what I'm saying, his gloves was loaded and all that, you need to talk about how y'all was up here accusing this man of walking away from negotiations when PBC was blackballing him. Talking about his jab being a battering around Mike Tyson. So he was talking about, you know, working on a strong jab to stop him in his tracks. And that's pretty much what happened. I mean, he stopped Spence in his tracks with a jab when he had to, bro. That's what people getting together and coming up with a solid offensive and defensive game plan. Look at that right hook was just nasty, man. That was nasty uppercut, man. That right hook was just nasty to finish out that knockdown. Stuck him with the goddamn uppercut, hit him with the right hook. Spence is coming off the Canvas University with full scholarship. Full scholarship. Spence earned a full scholarship to Canvas University. You know what I'm saying? All expenses paid. Woo! Look how Crawford goddamn sitting on them hooks, man. Dude is fighting right now, man. Ah, that he's on gorilla time, man. Crawford was on gorilla time, dog. Silverback time. He said all he want to do is thank God. Errol said good shit. He's talking about his timing and everything. Same things. No, really, no need for me to repeat all every. Y'all know this that all water is not the same anymore. All water is not the same. When you waste money on freaking water that's crap, understand that all water ain't the same. If you go to a store, never buy the store water unless you're in a high end like what I'm saying, Whole Food store or something. They got the quality water. If you go into one of these freaking local food marts and they got that brand water, man, you might as well go to the water hose that you wash your car with. Damn. Our water is not the same no more. I used to drink out the water hose. I think that water was better than this. They caught me slipping with low inventory. They caught me slipping. They caught me slipping. No low inventory. I couldn't usually get my. Well, people, um, you know, it was good to be able to share this epic moment with y'all again and pretty much do the two-step on the aerosexuals' foreheads and remind them that they weren't winners this past weekend. They was losers. And this wasn't the first time they've been a loser. It's been for several years now that you've been losing. And every time you create a false lie, another lie on the win, without sitting up here giving this man credit, you know what I'm saying? You should be giving Errol Spence credit. He fought. You know what I'm saying? He didn't bow down and quit. You know, I give Errol Spence his credit for not being a chump. I think he just got chumps supporting him and chumps around him. Real talk. But hey, the man loved getting out of pocket. So he might be used to living in this functionality in his life. But he wasn't a punk. Excuse me. He wasn't. He ain't no bum. Arrow's not a bum. But when you going in there against Crawford, man, you got to have some other dynamic than what you've been taught up to this point. He's just levels above Errol Spence. He's just on a whole nother planet. The way he create them small windows of space to land his punch and to not overextend his punch. You know what I'm saying? Like those inside hooks for Bud Crawford was sharp. That stab and jab popped the head back of Spence, man. Spence has too many habits, too many undesirable habits. When you're dealing with somebody like Crawford is seeing everything, you're coming in there with the same head, lowering your head, digging to the body, and then coming up top. That's like a routine you got. That's like a routine you just got embedded in you. That's your data. You know what I'm saying? That's your routine. You've been using that in sparring for quite some time. You've been using it in fights. But what does Crawford have that's a routine? Whooping ass. That's his routine. That's his routine, whooping ass. And in order for you to be able to whoop ass again and make this fight competitive, there's certain aspects that you need to take control of. I don't think your coach is it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think your coach is it. If you love just thinking that you can go in there with your sheer power and will and use whatever that you thought you had that was effective, and think that Team Crawford is not going to be that much more prepared this time around. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even know what you didn't pull out of Crawford's game plan. Like, we don't know because he's so transparently smooth. It was too easy. Now the epilogue is on. For those of you that want to see it, the epilogue is on. But you got to think about this. Like, okay, this is the presser. I like that. I'm gonna have to turn this up a little bit. So, Team Crawford, I get active. He said he's a good fighter. He said Spence was a good fighter. He's right. He said, but I'm a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? He was right about that. Spence is a good fighter. But in order for you to beat somebody like Crawford, you got to be great, because nobody can brag about having that moment that they beat Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And what we just witnessed in here, Spence gonna have to be great to beat this man and take those titles out. Looking back at it, it's good to see a rematch. Let's see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what he can do. Yeah, as long as Spence keep on dipping that head just to get inside and dig to the body, he need to switch that shit up. He needs to work on his jab. Crawford is just too MFing accurate. He's just too educated to be watching you come in there, lowering your stance. I mean, lowering your head, changing levels with your head to get to the body, and then think you're gonna blind somebody, by coming over the top with the left. It's not gonna happen. Real talk. The Texas Trout ready to cash out in a rematch. Hey, he need to do something. You know what I'm saying? You say the doctors checked on him so early without a reason. It was a reason. He was getting beat up. He was getting beat up, man. He was getting beat up. He was all, look, he was bruised in the second round, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at how his face looked, people was like, hey, for those of you that want to know what the epilogue was, man, the epilogue is on now. I'm a little bit behind in y'all, so you know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know the epilogue is on right now. Saying, but they showing the families. Who girls are those? Who? Oh, that's is that Spence's kids? No, that's his relatives. I think that's his relatives. Oh, Errol's mother. Last time I seen her is when she jumped up. That goes girl AO too. When she jumped up when Ugas had knocked him up against the ropes. Okay, so they arrive. Living out of a suitcase on the road, man. He's doing an interview, chilling in the bed, resting up. You know, Stickum Boys Fishing and Sports, bro. I'm watching it right now. And Arrow looks really scared or worried. I didn't watch that the first time. He had a reason to be scared and worried. You know what I'm saying? He had a reason. I mean, when Crawford really starts sitting down on his punches, man, you can separate the difference in strength between these two warriors. You know, Crawford's on a whole nother stratosphere, man. Like, really, we didn't see Crawford straight up throw the game plan out the window and fight Arrow. We didn't see a fight, man. If he would have fought Arrow from the beginning, which I think he'll do in the rematch, I don't think it's gonna go 6 rounds, man. Like I predicted the first time, I don't see it going 6 rounds, bro. Because his face is gonna look fucked up. Julie said you just put on a clinic and not answering questions because he was at that point. He was like frustrated that people keep asking him the same thing. So all it takes for you not to answer the same question the same way once and they run with it. I'm serious, man. That's all you got to do. Not answer the same question the way you did all the others and you give them a different answer and people just lose their mind. So here goes Spencer's nutritionist. I mean, the food looked decent. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, hey, Aerosex, you need to watch this epilogue because his eyes look the same way, droopy the way they always do. Wait, cooking him 2 avocado burgers? Spence eating 2 avocado burgers. They look good. I don't know, aerosexuals like he looked the same way he did when he was, sitting back there at the fight. The way he sitting up here, he looked the same way. So you need to go over there and try to find out what room he was in and see if you can find some residue to all this damn nonsense. Because he fought as much as he possibly could, man. He just didn't have enough. Spence never looked physically weak to me. He just couldn't execute again against the execution. I agree with that. Let me see if I know anybody out here. All them smoking bud packs. You still smoking? Sean Porter in there. Okay, I like that suit you got on. That was sharp. That was sharp. It's better than the green leprechaun. Michael Irvin. Did anybody see if he's okay? Did he check himself into therapy? Cardi B was in the building. Stephen A. Smith, Damian Lillard. It's just they gotta look at Spence. He looked the same way he did eating, same way he did in the locker room. Hey, he's up there talking to Jim Gray. He looked the same way, smiling and shit. All that drug shit, man. He don't look like none of that. They go burn the boxer talking. Bernie said he ain't a megalodon, he's a tuna fish. Errol mom said they about to eat some crawfish. It's a pretty decent epilogue. Jerry Jones stepped in there. Jerry Jones was in attendance to be disappointed too. Him warming up with Esau. Bomac said, keep digging his ass every effing round. He said, we've been sparring big dudes all our life and beating them down. Bomac talking this shit. Bomac talking this shit. Ain't nothing like the epilogue, though. Ain't nothing like that. Deontay Wilder. Paul Pierce. Now, this is part that I've been waiting on when they actually go through the fight. This is what I gotta. This is what I've been waiting on. I'm gonna go in and out, y'all, because I really want to hear what the heck they talking about. You aerosexuals, you better be tuned in. This was the guy that you had all that confidence in. You know what I'm saying? You better tune in so you can see everybody dancing, talking shit. Yeah. Jamel Charlo said, "Go break them." This is what you look forward to, man. Palms are sweaty. His face was heavy. From the punch, Terrence Crawford was landing steady. He is wearing a fishing net into the ring. Everybody got their phones out. His mom is up at the suite. People was lit. People was lit. I want to hear once the fight start happening. I want to hear what people got to say. This is the part that I like. I want to see, can I catch? No, I ain't gonna be able to catch one aerosexual because they up there near the air conditioning unit, changing out the antifreeze in that bitch. Oh shit! I want to hear the comments. Come on, man, hurry up and spin it up to round 2, dog. We don't need to see the first round. Spin it up to round 2. Derek say, "Move your feet." This is so deceiving. Looking at this, you know what I'm saying? This is so deceiving. Looking at this because you get to see the anticipation of someone who didn't quite expect what the outcome would develop. Because he looked decent in the first round. He looked decent. You know what I'm saying? He looked decent, man. He looked decent, man. Shit. That's it. He looked decent. Let me see. Let me see what they come on. He got people are unhappy, boy. Don't load up on the shots. Just keep chopping. If you want to hurt him, break him down. Chop, chop, chop. If you want to hurt him, break him down. Chop, chop, chop. That's good instructions by Derrick James. He need to go right back to being a backup dancer for real. Spence was trying to fight in the corner now. Crawford saw all that. Deontay out there looking attentively. Bomac giving those instructions. Derrick James, somebody don't stand outside, move your feet, step around. It's just Crawford's accuracy is just pinpoint, man. That jab is just wicked. Ooh, shit. Damn, that jab was wicked. God damn. Hey. Now we in round 7. Arrow did land the shot on Spence with the left hand. Spence, they say Crawford was chinny. They say Crawford was chinny. He got caught, once or twice. He got landed with a good shot. He took that shit like Texas toast with fresh butter on it. He ate that. He ate that with like Texas toast, man, with some nice sweet tea. They're showing another knockdown. Let me see. Oh, Jamel Charlo said you can't F with me. Jamel Charlo explaining to James Harden that he's undisputed at 154, and he already did that. But yet, the guy was asking him, "Are y'all in the same weight class?" And he was explaining to him, but what he left out, he didn't explain to the dude that Bud Crawford already did it too. Man, they be pump faking. I swear to God, man. Hey, Blunts, if you watching, man, if you can give me that part where Jamel Charlo was capping, you know what I'm saying? If you can give me that part of the epilogue where he was capping, I might be able to get it myself once it drops. I should be able to get it myself. What I'm talking about? He said he already did that. He said the Mel Charlo said he already did what he's doing. Like Crawford's never been undisputed before. He said, I did that already. You right. And so did Bud, dog. Spence fought. Crawford's better. You ain't catching up to him. You ain't catching up to him, man. You ain't catching up into him this lifetime. Go up to 154. There go Chance the Rapper. E40. Okay. Appreciate that, Tyrese. He said you watching the decimation of tuna fish. Oh man. Hey, if you in the chat, don't hesitate to rub it in their eyeballs. Canned sardines. They was canned sardines. It's tough when them kids be looking at their parent all banged up like that. EJ ain't used to guys being able to think, counter, and withstand his pressures. True words, man. That's exactly what Crawford was able to do, man. He seen everything he was doing. He was steps ahead. He wasn't a step ahead of Spence. He was steps ahead. He was steps ahead. He seen everything, how precise he was, not just with his spacing, but how he executed his punches, man. Just so really precision, man. The look they had on his face, boy. The epilogue is the best, though. That's the best. You get to see the reactions and everything. You get to see the excitement. You get to see the disappointment. You see everything, man. You get to see raw, natural reactions. But see, if you clip one of these, you know what? They'll take it down. If you clip one of the if you clip one of those segments and put it up, they'll take it down easy. That's the one thing about it. They'll take it down easy. It all depends. But run the rematch back, amend the contract. I can wait till April. Let him heal up. I mean, you got to look at the healing process on what you actually saw. It wasn't like Spence had cuts, deep cuts that he has to heal up, like you see in martial arts all the time. That wasn't really the case. He just was bruised up. You know what I'm saying? He just was bruised up. It wasn't like he had crazy cuts. Man. Oh wow. I'm looking at the zone right now. Avalar is out of Team Diaz. And Jeremy Stevens, man, he's outclassed right now. And look, I know a lot of people thinking that Jake Paul is going to walk through Nate Diaz. It depends on what type of shape, but them Diaz brother has some of the best hands in MMA, man. I'm telling them Diaz has some of the best hands in MMA. Real talk. I know this is boxing, but I'm talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? If he can switch it up and turn those punches over and keep a closed fist, because a lot of punches that he threw in mixed martial arts, it was pretty much slap punches. This is Jeremy Stevens and Avila. He tripping up on the jab. Vila's looking pretty good to be a boxer. You know what I'm saying? These are two MMA fighters with the gloves on right now. You know, and this is on the undercard. Jeremy Stevens don't look bad. You know, they're not winging dinging. One thing about Avila, he does keep his hands going. They in the fifth round. Avila is the one that threw a punch on Jake Paul's bodyguard. The big tall dude is weighing like 400 some pounds. Avila, I think, is the one who landed that punch on his ass. He got all upset about it. What did you expect? You dealing with the Stockton OGs, man. And them boys fight all the time, man. They don't care. What's good, everyone that's in the building, man? Spence is too predictable. I don't see anything he's going to change the outcome in the rematch. It's a lot where he can change NYT. You know, don't be so predictable. First of all, work on your jab. I mean, that jab, that battering ram jab that Crawford has is just crazy, yo. I mean, it's just crazy how linear and poignant that jab is Crawford was using. I mean that thing was just like like you tossing a spear, you throwing a spear. I mean, it was just straight down the line, man. And then he got to improve his jab, and then also work on a different combination to get on the inside. All he want to do is double, triple up the jab to close distance. Time he gets close, Spence want to go to the body. It's just the same thing all the time with him. Like you said, who's that just said he's predictable? You know what I'm saying? NYT. You know what I'm saying? It's just he's too predictable just to get on the inside. He does the same thing over again. So Crawford's reading the book. He's seeing everything. Yeah, man. I think he can be ready by December. Looking at it again, patiently looking at it, I think Spence can be ready as far as fighting because I mean he didn't have no cuts on his face like that. His face was bruised up. I could see if it was a cut, and everything. He had to get stitched up and everything, wait for that to heal before he get back in sparring. All his stuff was bruises. You know what I'm saying? All his stuff was bruising, and everything else. So that is what it is. The main part when it comes to him is keeping his weight down. And like I said before, he needs to find a different set of eyes, man. I don't know how he's locked in with Derrick James. I don't know. But he need a different set of eyes on there. He need to find somebody else, one or two of them. For real, he need to go through the extreme with this. Because Spence was fighting, man. He was trying to find a way, but Crawford's too far ahead of him, man. Like a lot of stuff Spence was still in the index with, fundamental index. Crawford was already chapters ahead of him, man. You know what I'm saying? You're doing the same thing on the inside, and they just picking you off every time. And then he waits to the right time to just turn it up on you because he knows you don't have nothing left. He just turns it up. And that's the same thing he did to Porter. When it came time for him to start sitting down on his punches and turn it up, it was nothing that Porter could do, and there was nothing that Errol Spence could do. Nothing. In order for you to battle Crawford and catch him, you're going to have to pull it out of him, man. You're going to have it within you to pull it out of him. That's the only way you're going to break anything on Crawford. You're going to have to pull it out of him to the point where he respects you. And he said, okay, all right. You got to pull it out of him, man. In order for you to do that, you have to be consistent. Extremely predictable, bro. Extremely predictable. So it's another fight. That people was asking me to talk on. I'm like, I can talk on it, but what good is it going to do? You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like it's going to be predictable, but um, good to see her back. It's good to see her back after so long. Oh wow, she is so short. Dang, Jessica Andrade, she is a pocket rocket. Jessica Andrade, boy. I'm looking at the UFC right now. So um Jessica Andrade, boy, she's always in shape. Man, she's been in there with the who's who. She even tried to move up and challenge Valentina Shevchenko, but she was defeated though. But she was able to dump Rose Namajunas on her head and win the strawweight women's world title. You know what I'm saying? But she was defeated in her first defense of Wally Jane, you know what I'm saying, against Wally Jane. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the Amanda Serrano fight. 44 victories, 2 defeats, and 1 draw, and 30 knockouts. She's facing Heather Hardy tonight, right? And I was like, I see Amanda Serrano winning that. Heather Hardy is a tough fighter, but Amanda Serrano is just like it's a different different level of experience. Period. Like Well, Amanda Serrano's at, and the way she fought Erica Hernandez, the way she was in there with Katie Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Like she has the resume and proven that she can come back in here and do the same thing that she did to Heather Hardy the first time, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't see any difference. She gave Hardy, her first loss, and I don't see any difference in her coming in here and giving her another loss. The first fight, she clearly outworked her, and she gapped her on the scorecards. So I don't think Heather Hardy at this point has gotten any better. Not enough to go in there and get this win over Amanda Serrano. Tatiana Suarez, man, she's back finally. I haven't seen her in so long. Tatiana Suarez has been out the cage for quite so long. My bad for switching, but I'm watching the UFC too. But Suarez is a very good wrestler. It's good to see her back. Wow. But I don't think that Heather Hardy has anything different to present to Amanda Serrano, man, because Amanda is tough, man. I got mad respect. She's a female legend, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. 7-weight world champion. It's crazy, man. She's a beast. I ain't gonna lie. You don't have to sit up here and not say Amanda Serrano is a legend and gotta mention Carissa Shields every time. That's not the way we do it. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way we do it. I mean, you got to give somebody their own credit. Real talk. I mean, she's a legend in boxing. 7-weight world champion. Come on now. She's tough as nails, man. So I'm in the process of watching, Jessica Andrade and Tatiana Suarez. So I'm switching back and forth in between the Zones card and the UFC card. So, in mixed martial arts period, the rounds are 5 minutes apiece. 5 rounds for championship or co-main event features. You know what I'm saying? And prelims is usually 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. Strengths. Jessica Andrade, she's just a strong fighter in general. Has great clinch game, wrestling. You know what I'm saying? She's been in there with the who's who, and she's a powerful striker. Like, she has punches. She has power in her punches. Real talk. And she can knock her opponent out. Tatiana Suarez, her wrestling ability, she's been out the sport with, nursing injuries for quite some time. And she was a big deal. She was a big deal at one point in time. And then she was out the octagon, the cage rather, nursing knee injuries. But her strength is she can box pretty decent. Her striking's okay. And her wrestling is on point. They clinched for the first time. So she has to watch out for. See, Jessica Andrade already pushed her off on the inside. She has to be careful with the shorter Andrade, that when they're clinched, Andrade is short and she can come up underneath with an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? A hook. It's not like boxing. They can use everything, short knees. Jessica is a power puncher. You're talking about 4-ounce gloves in this game. 4-ounce gloves, y'all. 4-ounce gloves for you. Yeah, Harden, James Harden was tripping, man. Hey, Miguel, he was tripping, wasn't he? Hey, James Harden was pulling Charlo Card to my y'all in the same weight class. Because he was talking mad shit to you. He up there talking to James Harden like he a chump. Like, Only because the man answered a question. Oh man, Suarez deep in on a single. You know what I'm saying? Using her wrestling. This is early in the fight now. Jessica Andrade. Oh man, I like how she was able to work that single from the ankle up and controlled it. She's in half guard right now. Nice. Jessica is strong from the bottom. She's not bad, but one strong point of Tatiana or Suarez rather is that she is wrestlers. Wrestlers love a heavy top game. You know, she's working pretty good right now and controlling position before submission. So you want to make sure you're patient. Look at the power of Jessica Andrade. Just power up for the sweep. Just power herself up to the sweep, man, and make it back to her feet. Suarez is holding on to that neck with some short knees. Those knees are no joke now. And some people ask me like, why isn't why isn't there a lot of black women in mixed martial arts? And the only thing I can say is it's not like it's not any black women in mixed martial arts, because you see some sisters that's in BJJ grappling tournaments and everything, right? But I can only say this in mixed martial arts. You know how they always talk about the sisters can fight this, and this, right? But it's a different level to fighting, right? Okay, you fighting because somebody did this and that. Okay, we see it all the time. But to get into this sport right here, it requires you to sweat. It requires you to have somebody that requires you to be going through drills where you're in less dominant positions to dominant positions. And I don't think my sisters like that. I'm being seriously. If you count the amount of foreign fighters, from Australia, Brazil, Mexico, I mean, white fighters. It's just so many out here, and you ask yourself, why aren't the sisters in mixed martial arts? There are some, but they're very few. I mean, really very few black women in mixed martial arts, because you have to train all aspects from the ground to wrestling to kick it, punching, and all that. And I'm serious, man. I seriously think a lot of these these black women, they be worried about hair and shit, man. I can't call it, man. I don't know, man. Like I don't know, man. It's just they may not seem like they want to participate in another athlete being in top position, while you're in the process of learning. I'm not saying it's impossible, but Clarissa Shields, she went over to MMA and she's 1-1. But what happened to that? You signed with PFL. You don't even have a real big fight coming. You should go back over there and be in mixed martial arts. Are you still training mixed martial arts? You can't play mixed martial arts. Just like they say you can't play boxing. But I just think the sisters be worried about, how much money they put in their hair. They got to go to the gym and grind it out. I'm serious, man. I do believe I seen, like, I done been in plenty of gyms, man. And I swear to God, I'll see like the brothers up in there, but I just don't see the sisters. I don't see the sisters and you'll see them in boxing, but you won't see them in mixed martial arts like that. You'll see them in Taekwondo. You'll see them in Judo a little bit, karate, all those stand-up sports. But when you talk about grinding, headlocks, they're in the second round, man. Tatiana in on a single again. I like the way she stepped around the back for the trip. Oh my God, beautiful. And Jessica has her head though. Jessica has her head. She don't have any way to torque that. Tatiana's out. Oh man, that was beautiful. She went in for a single leg on Jessica's left. Instead of her driving and turning the corner, She stepped behind it with her right leg and pulled that Jessica's left leg to her while she pushed her down and gained control of the takedown. And man, Jessica back up again. She's so strong. Oh man, Tatiana got in a Darce choke. I'm gonna see how tight it is. It's gonna be hard to submit Jessica for real. Oh, now guillotine. Oh, she switches her grip. She switched her grip. This might be over. It might be an armman guillotine. It might be over for Jessica Andrade. It might be over. It might be over. Oh, I told you. I know my shit, man. I know my mixed martial arts, dog. Come on now. She switched grips on her ass, man, and arched her hips up. Oh, she taps out Jessica Andrade. Wow. Wow, bro. Wow. She went from the Darce and then switched it up to a freaking armman guillotine, released the grip, reapplied it, elevated her hips, and subbed her out. That's crazy for her return. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Andrade got out the Darce. She automatically readjusted her grip, armman guillotine, went for the front side choke, adjusted her grip, tightened it up. Oh, it was a deep choke. It was done. It was a deep choke. It was deep. I knew Jessica wasn't getting up out of that. Damn, I knew she wasn't getting out of that. That shit was deep. She went from an arm in to a full-blown. She had the whole neck. It was a wrap. Suarez is hyped up, boy. She can't stop moving around. She got to walk it off. Man, MMA is a whole nother combat sport, man. You have to be, you know what I'm saying, for a female too, man. You be grappling with dudes, and I mean, I'm just telling you, man, it's rough. That's why I think, you know, sisters ain't in the sport, man. It's a rough way to go up. Like, you really got to know your shit, man. You got to be willing to grind it out, put in the mat time, all that shit, bro. You got to do all that, and I just don't think that's what black women want to do, sisters want to do, man. Real talk. I don't think that's what they want to do. Charlo was like, man, I'm about to get my butt whipped by Canelo. I ain't worried about no Crawford. You know what I'm saying? CMD boxing. He said, I'm about to go ahead and get starched like a goddamn new pair of jeans back in the day, man. I'm about to get starched like a new pair of Levi's back in the day. You talking about, are y'all in the same weight class? Nigga, go shoot hoopers. Crawford wanted to tell Harden, man, go shoot some free throws, man. Up here asking me those stupid ass questions. Man, that shit was hilarious, man. Charlo was pissed. Charlo was pissed, man. Charlo was pissed, yo. Yeah, man. If you got your kids, man, put your kids in BJJ wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Put them in BJJ wrestling. It will build their confidence. Real talk, it will build their confidence. I know people say, no, put your kid in boxing first. Listen, trust me. When your kid learn how to choke somebody out and learn how to use somebody else's momentum and body weight or strength and momentum against them, it builds up extreme confidence. Your kid can go in there and get punched in the face and still get punched in the face 2 or 3 other times and not really understand or accept getting punched in the face. But once they, learn full contact when it comes to wrestling and learn how to shift and move to get out of certain positions, hey, it builds strength too, man. It builds strength. Real talk. It do. It builds confidence, courage, all that. I know I seen it with my own eyes with my kids. So Nothing was wrong with Spence. He gave his best like a real champ. Bud was just better. I agree, man. I agree, man. Looking back at it again, Spence was fighting. Spence fought him, harder than he fought Ugas. He was fighting. There wasn't no drugs. Y'all cats up there talking about he was on painkillers. That's a lie. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Spence just looked the way he looked. He looked droopy eyed. That's the way he looked. But he's still a dog. You know how much courage it takes to fight and getting beat up by a fight from a fighter like Crawford? Man, Crawford is just that alpha dog. And in certain circumstances, Spence's will be considered an alpha. But he ain't an alpha in there with freaking Bud. He's just not. Maybe you put him there with fighters that he feel that he can beat before he entered the ring. That's what you're going to get. But he fought, man. You know what I'm saying? He fought. I ain't gonna lie. Spence fought. He looked the way he looked. He just was outperformed. He's not stronger than Bud, period. And I try to tell people, from listening and paying attention to MMA, right, and grappling. When a fighter has that wrestling strength, man, that grappling strength is different. It's really different. You know what I'm saying? It's really different than what you expect. And people take that shit for granted on how to create space and know how to switch directions at the spare of the moment. Yeah, man. It's some fighters that can do that. That's in boxing, no doubt about it. It's certain fighters that can do that. That's in the sport of boxing. That know how to dance and got the footwork. You're right. But it's also fighters that can do it even better. That deals with wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's for real. It's just that way, man. They're talking about Aljamain Sterling and Sugar Sean O'Malley. Sugar Sean O'Malley better have his shit together. And I'm gonna tell you, I know what he's gonna try to do, man. He's gonna try to end that fight with a head kick, man. No, that's August 19th. You know what I'm saying? Corey Sandhagen's gonna be up next, man. Amanda Serrano's about to put these hands, feet, knees, elbows, hands, feet, knees, elbow, hands, feet, knees, elbow on Heather Hardy, because both of these women are cross threaders of mixed martial arts too. You know what I'm saying? So they've both been in the MMA domain. Heather Hardy and Amanda Serrano. And both of them, I'd rather see them stay in the boxing ring rather than the cage. I'll tell you that. But Amanda Serrano's entering the ring right now. I see Heather Hardy getting beat up. I do. I see Heather Hardy getting beat up. And I see this potentially be a TKO stoppage. It's all about how much Amanda Serrano want to apply to her. Amanda Serrano is tough as hell, man. I ain't gonna lie. Coach got me crying on his live stream, but I had to come back. Oh, I just felt so much. Let's see. What was it? Harden tripping Charlo looking to panic. So especially with the epilogue coming out. Amanda Serrano about to fight right now. Got Paul versus Diaz as well coming up. Yep. They both look good too, especially Heather. She's sexy. Oh yeah, no one said Heather Hardy wasn't sexy now. You never heard me say that. You know what I'm saying? Both of those girls are what they are, goddammit. Shit. Nobody said that wasn't the case. No one said that wasn't the case, man. I just don't know why Heather Hardy's her expression is like it is. Like her expression is more like a sad face than just a regular. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's the way she's used to doing over a period of time or whatever. But if you see her with glasses on, it just looks like, her expression from her lips on both sides. Oh, Lawrence Cole in this fight? What? Wow. Lawrence Cole is refereeing this fight. Expect Amanda Serrano to stop Heather Hardy. Lawrence Cole in this fight too? Man, Lawrence Cole might stop this shit from the first time Heather Hardy takes a punch, man. Hey, people, I'm telling you, Hardy's about to get stopped. It's a 10 round, either way it look. It's 10 rounds. She's going to get stopped. Point blank, period. It don't matter what her team is telling her. She's going to get stopped today. 41 years old, she's going to get stopped. And look, and age really don't have anything to mean. I'm just talking about, I don't think she's did anything to prove, because the women, they're scratching the bottom of the barrel to get opponents over there, truth be told. So, Heather Hardy, she's in for one. She is in for one. I ain't gonna lie. She's in for one. Yeah. Hey, yeah, she definitely giving her a shot. She's gonna give her a shot to the freaking mouth in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely giving her a shot. I don't think Heather Hardy want to hit no doo wop. At my age, if I'm doing some doo wop shit, then I haven't really grown as a person. I'm like real old school. After they name what they into and what they trying to do, point blank, period, just like that. Man, don't play with the game, man. You play with the game, you get played. You know what I'm saying? Heather Hardy about to get stopped. Period. She ain't ready for no Amanda Serrano. This is a paycheck, shawty. Unless she decide to carry her. These women up here hugging each other and everything. I don't know. Amanda might carry her. I don't know. Amanda got that dog and that killer in her, man. She might just hug her, just to let her know, hey, it's all fair, love, and war. But you are getting stopped tonight. I don't see her going 10 rounds for this. I don't see it at all. Seriously. But, they are easy on the eyes. I ain't gonna lie. Amanda come out with the stiff jab already. She already, Amanda had Heather Hardy. I'm telling you, this ain't gonna go past 3 rounds unless Serrano wants it to go past 3. Hardy is sloppy as hell. She's a little bit jiggly. You know what I'm saying? She ain't setting nothing up. You know what I'm saying? She's not setting anything up. Oh, she's folding over on them body shots, y'all. She's folding up. I told you this wasn't gonna be close. Amanda's pushing her back already, man. Heather's getting the shit beat out of her, bro. I told her this wasn't going too long. Serrano's on a whole nother level, bro. She's on a whole nother level. Like N.O. said, she gave her a paycheck. It is what it is. But Serrano is battering her already in the first round. And these are only 2-minute rounds. So imagine how much punishment she's already taken in the first minute of the fight. Oh, man, combo after combo after combo. Serrano's just sharp as a blade, god damn it. We're not talking about a butter knife either. God damn. We talking about twin razor blades, god damn it. We talking about box cutters. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Heather's getting her ass beat. Lawrence Cole gonna stop this fight. Lawrence Cole is going to stop this freaking fight. 20 seconds remaining. It's only a matter of time. Look, Serrano is not setting up anything. She's just so technically proficient. I'm telling you, Lawrence is cocked and ready. You know what I'm saying? Lawrence is cocked and ready for the last 10 seconds. I don't think this fight go past 3 rounds, man. Damn. Sweetie. Jesus Christ. I see you, Shawty. Yes, sir, indeed. Act like a lady. She knows she's the star of the night. It's messed up when you sit next to somebody like that. And you know, you're a woman. You sit next to a woman like Sweetie, and you all slouch down in the chair. Your posture's all wrong. And you know what I'm saying? Shit. Shoot, man. You just want to go home after that. Like, God damn. It's 2-minute rounds, y'all. And you know Amanda Serrano is signed with MVP Promotions. Nice 1-2 combination. Serrano can't miss with Heather Hardy's face. You know, Heather Hardy's tough, though. I give her that. I seen her get busted up in mixed martial arts. I have. I seen her take a shin to the freaking face and break her nose open. And Heather Hardy kept. I mean, she's tough as hell, man. But she's getting outworked. Her time is off. Very little defense. I know she wanted to be a war, but she ain't gonna last, man. Serrano's popping her head back like it's a Lay's can, man. Like she's grabbing the goddamn some Lay's out that mouth. Like, God dang. 40 seconds remaining in the second, man. Serrano is just battering Heather Hardy. Her nose ain't bleeding yet. Her nose ain't bleeding yet. She's. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, my God. Ref, you need to stop the fight, dog. You need to stop this. She's getting beat all to be damned. Lawrence Cole just looking at her like, I hope the main event is warming up already. Jake Paul and Nate Diaz, they should be warming up already. For real. They should be warming up for real. Corey Sandhagen about to get it in. Jason Herzog. Ain't nothing like Michael Buffer, Bruce Buffer. And now Bruce Buffer not getting height on his jump like he used to when he was introducing the fighters. He's going there against, this is going to be a tough one, man. Rob Font ain't no joke. Yeah, she always boxing Jays. That's crazy. And I don't even think she's even sponsored by them, I don't think. But she always boxing in Jays, which is crazy. Because for me, they're not the most comfortable shoe. But for her, that's her trademark. That's one of her trademarks, man. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. I mean, that was bound to happen. This happened before. It's happened before. I'm telling you, man, mixed martial arts fans are different than boxing fans for real. They just a lot more amped up, man. I don't know if it's the announcement or whatever, but they just like in boxing, you don't see a lot of their athletes always sitting down in the section close to the cage. I mean, close to the ring. You see some here and there, but you don't see a lot of them. Like the UFC always put their fighters down there. I mean, it'd be a lot of them too. It'd be a lot of them. Rob Font, Corey Sandhagen to open up this first round, man. This is the main event. Sandhagen already deep on a single, and he almost got the sweep. Rob Font almost got the sweep. Oh, beautiful sweep by Font. Why he's in the process of trying to work the choke. He used his butterfly guard to sweep Sandhagen and use the momentum from being taken down to sweeping. But Sandhagen did good, grabbing the hole of his leg and stopping it. That's wild. He's controlling his head. He has a triangle on Sandhagen's leg. He's reaching over the back. He's going to try to control that wrist. But Sandhagen places that arm beneath his left leg to prevent him from getting any type of torque on it. This is a nice technical fight right now. Oh, nice sweep by Fun. He holds on to it. He couldn't. He had to let it go. And then in MMA, they can switch stances all day long. It's not really, amended like they do in boxing. They can switch it. They can fight from any stance, man. It don't matter. They don't use really the orthodox or southpaw. They switch so much back and forth quickly. Rob Fun is pretty decent with his striking. He's did some major improvements. Corey in there on the waist. You know what I'm saying? Gets the takedown. I like that level change. Font was in a position where his His feet. Oh man, Font is absolutely using old school sweeps on Sandhagen. Stuff that he should be aware of already. Nice fight so far. North-south, Sandhagen works his way to get a better position from the back. I like the wrist control from Font, but he's in a bad position. Corey can definitely land shots from the top and half guard. Oh man, nice. Corey shut that down though. He almost was able to get a sweep, but the change position on Corey from the bottom. But Sandhagen stuffed it. And one thing about mixed martial arts, you're not going to be able to excel in the sport. They're not gonna match you up with opponents that don't have ground games. So you're gonna have to work on your ground game. You have to work on everything, striking, all that shit. Like you had BJJ champions come over here before, and they pretty much found out that grappling wasn't going to get them all the way to where they wanted to be. They had to work on their striking. Oh, way to post up to your base. He used up kicks to keep Sandhagen at distance while he worked himself up to his feet. So they back in the center of the cage. I like how Fun is cutting off the cage. Sandhagen on the outside sweep. Oh, he thought about a kick. Fun caught it. Very cautious in the way he was coming in. Sandhagen on his back again. Let's see if he's able to get the sweep. Partial back control by Rob Font. You know, everything is about position. Position can also deal with wrist control too. I like that. Fun had the body lock. Sandhagen still worked himself back, based up, made it back to his feet. Good fight. Let me see what's. I'd be surprised they haven't stopped this fight. They haven't stopped this fight yet? Wow. I thought for sure this fight would have been stopped already. Dang, Heather Hardy is still going. What? Dang. Hey, man, it is what it is. Amanda Serrano must not be punching that hard, you know, because Heather Hardy's eyes are still open enough for her to see those gloves coming towards her face. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the mail room is open. She's fighting, though. Her mouthpiece came out just when I said that. Her eyes are swelling up. Good Lord. Whew. Heather Hardy looking the worse for wear. For real. She's looking the worse for wear, no doubt. Man, I remember when MMA was legal in only like 5 states, and look at it now. Yeah, MMA is all over the place now. I got to go back to this main event, man. They're just battling each other. Rob Fun is in working off his back, half guard. There's a lot of technical stuff goes on in half guard, man. Sandhagen attempts to try to land some elbows from top position. I like the wrist control by Rob Font. You know what I'm saying? Risk control is extremely important, especially if you're on the bottom. If you're in a fight period, risk control is very, very important. Because the first thing somebody's going to do, whether you can get wrist control or the crease of the arm, control it either way, you know what I'm saying? It's going to get real awkward for the person that's in the more dominant position to land that punch. Font is working that inside butterfly. He has a single butterfly guard, which he's going to work. He's going to work to try to get this sweep. Sandhagen knows that because it was done to him. Now he attempted it. Sandhagen knows it was done to him before. And also Fun has Sandhagen's right leg locked in two. You rarely see something like this. I'm thinking he's going to try to sweep the opposite. Oh, he lost it. He lost it. Well, watch. If you're watching this, watch what I tell you. He has his right leg inside Corey Sandhagen's crotch on his left side. A single butterfly. He's using the sweep for a better position. But Sandhagen's on top of it right now. 240 remaining. He's doing very well than he did in the first round. Look at that wrist control. Sandhagen, he's unable to get any like punches off from the top, really. Great wrist control. Even 2-on-1 from the bottom position. That's crazy. He has 2-on-1 wrist control. Oh, he almost used it. He almost got the sweep. He's locking down Corey Sandhagen's right arm, and he attempted to sweep with his right leg on the inner crotch. He wanted to sweep to that same position. But shout out to Sandhagen, man. Good defense. Elbow from top position by Sandhagen. Nice. A minute 40. I like how Funt's locking down Sandhagen's arm even from the bottom position. Now he's working for Kimura. He lets it go. Great wrist control, man. He's taking very minimal punishment, but it's 5 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. So he's not really doing anything from the bottom. Sandhagen's really winning this right now, exchange for being in a more dominant position. So you got a minute 10 in the second. He's gonna have to come out with something in third to kind of, reestablish this momentum because Sandhagen just pretty much won this round easily. Now, just because you have your opponent on the bottom, you know what I'm saying, and you're punching here and there, doesn't mean you're winning the round. You know what I'm saying? If in case, your opponent was able to, strike you from the bottom and do some damage, get some sweeps here and there. But in this case, Sandhagen clearly won round 2. Even with 35 seconds, whatever, remaining in the round. Fun is off his back, so he gonna have to find something to do in round 3. I don't know if y'all remember, if you go back to when he Sandhagen fought Frankie Edgar. I mean, it's one of the most brutal knees to the head that you will ever see in mixed martial arts. It's not the best. It's not better than Jorge Masvidal and Ben Askren, but it's up there in the top 10 knees that you will ever see a fighter get starched in. I mean, when you catch a fighter upon entry and you land that knee to the face, oh my God. I mean, Frankie Edgar, he was out like I wouldn't even say a light. You saw Yeah, I can't believe they still going. Wow. We in round 8, man. Damn. I would not believe from the opening round that this fight would still be active, yo. Sweetie seems like she's falling asleep over there. Hey, but y'all, I'm gonna shut it down, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. We'll do it again another time. I'm gonna watch this fight. I want to pay attention to these fights. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, y'all hold it down. Appreciate y'all pulling up as always. Shout out to the hottest chat in the game, WCS supporters. Appreciate y'all. Salute. I'm out.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best, you gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, subscribe.